Speaking of models, let's talk about the presentation. In story sequences, the use of pre-rendered backgrounds to show the setting combined with character portraits provide context for who is speaking and where the conversation is happening. It's simple but effective, and these backgrounds contain a lot of detail despite the lower resolution. Characters usually have multiple expressions depending on what is happening. They can be stoic, sad, surprised, and angry. They're all here. Sometimes story events will play out in engine, but these are more like cutscenes than actual interactive sequences. There are inherent features of PlayStation graphics on display here, like, as already mentioned, the primitive looking models. The texture warping is very common. Large graphics suffer the most, but honestly, I don't know if I'd count this as a critique. It's part of the aesthetic for me. I usually do not even bother to remove the texture warping with emulators, even if it's an option. It's like seeing an old friend from time to time, remembering simpler days. When in wide angle on the battlefield, the environment is rendered in 3D, and the game sprites of the mechs are in 2 dimension. As soon as the attack is played, the game zooms in and switches the sprites to models. It's just about seamless. Both the sprites and models look great, and the transition looks fantastic. I just love the way the game looks, even with the muted color palette. The colors match the story the game tells about a war-torn world. I cannot find any fault with the presentation considering the hardware and the time period the game was made. You can tell they were pushing the hardware pretty hard, as when there are lots of particle effects on screen or large environments, the game can really chug. I should mention the frequent and long loading times. With the slower read speed of the PS1 CD-ROM, you do spend a lot of time watching loading screens. I'm used to it because I'm old, but it might bother some players. There are options for speeding up the game if you just have to go fast. Options can be easily selected from battle speed and animations that can be skipped entirely. Also, skipping text is really easy. You just hold down the select button and it will cycle through it really fast.